I hate the idea of living 5/7 of your life, Monday through Friday, just wishing it was the weekend, and now we're only enjoying 2/7 of our life. Realistically, we're only enjoying 1/7 of our life because we're going out and partying on Friday night, having fun with our friends, and Saturday having the whole day. So that's really just one culmination of a day, and then Sunday, we're in our bed hungover, and we've got the Sunday scaries because we don't want to approach Monday, and then we're now really trying to play catch up. What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to another episode of the Morning Takeaway Podcast, aka the Inside Influence Podcast. We've got another solo episode here with no guests, just me rambling on with you, or I guess to you, through the lens of a camera and a microphone here. And just kind of expanding on little takeaways that I think of randomly throughout my life during the day. And I'll jot them down in my notes app on my phone and ultimately come to you on a podcast and have a conversation and hope that I can have some kind of impact on you through this lens of perspective, right? And as I always say, if somebody was able to change my life in a way over a YouTube video and through the lens of a camera and on a microphone, I hope that I could have some kind of impact in the same way, right? And today I want to talk to you a little bit on something that I have been experimenting with in my own life, just this one little thing to increase productivity. And I'm actually on week 1 of it, but I kind of want to hit on kind of trying to increase productivity and trying to, just kind of start the week off on the right foot. And not literally on your right foot. Maybe you want to start it on your left foot, but who's to say how you live your life? Sorry, my brain, just random. But anyways, I want to talk to you kind of about routines, as I always do. If you know me, you know that I am a routine-oriented person. I believe in the small habits stacking up and the compound effect of life, and ultimately achieving your goals in life through that added method, right? That culmination of habits and one by one stacking. But this one's a little different. This is, especially if you follow a fitness routine, most of the world, and myself included, and this is why it kind of dawned on me, I was like, why do we always do this? We always follow, if you're working out 5 times a week, you're probably more than likely, especially if work allows, you're working out from Monday to Friday. Saturdays are the end all be all, awesome, we live our life all for the weekend, and now we have Saturday and Sunday off, right? And for me, I always work out 6 days a week, and then I take Sunday off. And again, if you know me, you know that I don't really believe in off days. I believe in being on with something. So Sundays are my day on with rest, right? And I think the connotation of being off is it just implies I don't want to say laziness, but it implies that you are. For me personally, it implies that I'm not doing anything to move my life forward, right? I want to be 1%, even if that's being on with rest, right? Like if my brain thinks that I'm on with resting, I am doing something for myself, right? That's just how I choose to approach life. And, maybe that's a mindset you want to adopt. I don't know. But, so with this idea of only working out Monday through Friday comes like, why do we do that? Well, you want to enjoy the weekend. You want to enjoy, the social plans that you have. But I got to thinking, and I'm like, wow, if I always, for me personally, working out makes me feel better. I talk about if something gives you more energy, you should do more of that thing. Now, you might call me crazy, but working out, and if you've ever gone on a walk and you feel that stimulating feeling and feel incredible after, you know this feeling that I'm talking about, that endorphin rush. Well, it makes me feel more energized when I work out. That's why I work out first thing when I start the day. Well, I got to thinking, I was like, well, why wouldn't I want to make my weekends even better by working out in the mornings? This first came from a Saturday morning workout, and I was like, whoa, I enjoy my Saturdays so much more when I work out, right? Like, why wouldn't I do this on Sunday too? And why wouldn't I, and this is the point of this podcast, why wouldn't I take my day on with resting, which is a quote unquote a day off if you didn't pick up on that terminology, on Mondays, the day that everyone is scared of, the day that everyone is like, back to work, right? Why would we not, and I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm offering a different perspective on maybe how to enhance your productivity. So my perspective is, well, if I can enjoy my weekend that much more by getting my workout in on Saturdays and Sundays, and now I'm taking the Monday as my rest day, well, that just allotted a whole gap time period that I'm usually working out that I can add to the beginning of my week to start my week in a productive way, right? I just added probably 2 hours to my day to knock out stuff, to get the week rolling, and to really focus in on that day to start the week and build the momentum for the week instead of feeling like I'm playing catch up throughout the week, right? And I've been trying to come to grips with like, how could you like utilize this in a sense of not just working out, right? But I think there's an applicable piece to that, and I guess if it is only just working out and that is something that you do or think about, like, to me it makes sense, because the majority of us in life, and I've been through this phase in my life, is like we live for the weekend, and to me that fundamentally, this is a whole different podcast in itself, but I hate the idea of living 5/7 of your life, Monday through Friday, just wishing it was the weekend, and now we're only enjoying 2/7 of our life. Realistically, we're only enjoying 1/7 of our life because we're going out and partying on Friday night, having fun with our friends, and Saturday having the whole day. So that's really just one culmination of a day, and then Sunday we're in our bed hungover, and we've got the Sunday scaries because we don't want to approach Monday, and then we're now really trying to play catch up, right? So, and again, I've been there. It still happens on occasion, but I just don't value that as much anymore. But again, that's a different topic for a different time. But also on that idea, like if you are going to party and stuff, well, why not throw a workout in there? Because it's probably going to make you feel better. I know when I'm hungover, the first thing I have to do is take a cold shower, like every day, and I have to move my body. The more I just sit and fester, the more that it just gets worse and worse and worse. And scientifically, if you get your body moving and get the blood moving, you're going to help that hangover, right? You're inducing a different stimulus. And I could do a whole podcast on hangovers if we wanted to, but trust me, I've had my fair share. Even though I'm Mr. Fitness now on whole social media, woohoo, right? But it's a real part of life. But I also have thought about just completely cutting it out, but I do love a good old fashioned here and there. That's a fun fact for you. My favorite whiskey is Blanton's, and I love a good old fashioned. But away from deviating from the topic, and to wrap this thing up, I think my main point here that I want to drive home is to find ways to kind of hack your life. And I think it's possible. Like for me, again, that gives me more energy to work out. That makes me enjoy my time with what I'm doing on my weekends even more by getting that workout in. Now I look forward to that Monday even more because I know I have more time to allot to getting things done and quite honestly, my life revolves on creating quality content and value for you because you help me and my life go around. And if ultimately I can present my fullest, best self on those Mondays to get the week, the whatever new opportunity of a day it is, then the better off we're all gonna be, I think, right? And that's not to say that it's just me, but I'm saying if somebody else, if you are able to, put your best self forward in a way that your day or your week is structured to put that best self forward, I think it's beneficial for all parties involved. And as I talk about, putting yourself first is such a critical thing in life. And I did a podcast, or not a podcast, on my video a couple weeks ago on my vlog. I was answering Instagram questions and someone asked me, what's your biggest advice for your followers? And that was essentially my advice, was to put yourself first, because then everything else comes in line. So take it for what you will. I don't know if hopefully there was a nugget there for you to help increase productivity throughout your week and just life in general. Got to hit on some fun stuff. I know everybody likes talking about hangovers and stuff because we can all relate. But I'm going to end this thing with a random question generator as we do. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I forget. Sorry about that. Generate a random question. What will be your go-to story when you're old? That's kind of a vague question, when you're old. My go-to story, I really don't know that I have a crazy story. I remember one time, one of my first times in California, not first times, but it was like the first year I was living here. I was in Sonoma. Everyone was freaking out because there was a lightning storm, and I'm from the South where we always get thunderstorms, so lightning is like sweet to me and feels like home. It was the first time I'd seen lightning in a long time, and everyone was freaking out, like frantically packing their stuff. So it was like 3 a.m. Packing their stuff, moving the cars to the driveway to get ready to go out and like leave if we needed to. We were on the property in Sonoma, and it was like it's fire. It was fire season, and everyone's freaking out, whatever. And I'm on the front porch in my boxers, watching the lightning storm, videotaping it. Not a care in the world, just admiring the beauty of the lightning. But I guess that's a story I'll tell frequently. But anyways, that's all I have. I hope you are able to take something for what it's worth. If there's something I said in here and you're able to share it with somebody that you think might take something away, please do. That helps me tremendously. It helps me when you watch these videos all the way through. If you can hang out with me long enough to hear me ramble on and on and on. But without saying much more, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you're the first one to see my videos on the tube of the U with me. That's the end of my sales pitch. I appreciate you watching. I will see you next time. Have an awesome freaking day, and don't forget to smile.